How do you keep slugs away from your plants? A lot of people claim that eggshells work well. Spread the eggshells on the soil around your plants and the slugs will stay away. In this video, I'll test this theory to see if it works. Eggshells are claimed to work because the crushed pieces have sharp edges and slugs won't cross them. And even if they do cross them, they get all cut up and their insides ooze out. Here's how I set up the experiment. I collected some slugs from the garden and kept them in the dark until it was time to test them. They are more active in the dark, and that's when they usually attack your plants. I took some dried eggshells, crushed them by hand, and formed them into a donut shape. I then placed the slugs in the center and recorded their movement. Since slugs are slow, I increased the speed of each video as indicated. It's pretty clear to me that slugs have no problem crossing eggshells. I did this experiment a few years ago and wrote about it on my blog called gardenmyths.com. Someone left a comment claiming that I did not crush the eggshells fine enough. That's a valid point, so let's see what slugs do with finer eggshell pieces. For this next experiment, I took the same eggshells and ground them finer using this mortar and pestle. This resulted in smaller pieces, but they weren't crushed to a complete powder. The results are exactly the same. This myth is busted. Eggshells do not stop slugs or snails in the garden. Did the eggshells cut the slugs? I kept the slugs for another day to see if they were harmed. Here they are the next day, all happy and crawling around. Eggshells did not harm them. Snails and slugs are covered with mucus, and that allows them to slide over things. And they have a very tough foot, that bottom part that they crawl on. How tough is it? Even a sharp razor blade does not harm them. They just laugh at eggshells. So what does work for getting rid of slugs? I've looked at many home remedies for getting rid of slugs on my Garden Myths blog, and I even discussed them in my book, Garden Myths Book 1. In short, most home remedies don't work or don't work very well. Commercial slug bait does work. If you enjoyed this video, you will also like my book called Garden Myths. In it, I look at common gardening advice and determine if it is really true. I cover such topics as, does beer really kill slugs? Can you use vinegar to get rid of weeds? And will citronella plants keep mosquitoes away? If you are interested in this book, the best place to get it is Amazon.